to the Jamey Chadwell Show here at North Greenville University, where Christ makes a difference. I'm your host, Fred Battenfield, and welcome to another season of Crusader football. Coach Chadwell isn't here right now. He's in his office preparing for the game against Wingate this weekend, so let's go see what he's up to.
Hi, welcome back to the show. I'm Jamey Chadwell here with my family. This is my beautiful wife, Solmaz. This is our baby boy, Jameis. He's going to be a future quarterback for the Crusaders.
Well, Coach Chadwell, the NGU football team was back in black at Yount Stadium last Saturday night. The outcome wasn't what you expected. Your team played some tough, inspired football.
It did. The atmosphere was just outstanding. The students created there. I thought the environment with kids are great. Our kids came out and played hard. Made some few mistakes. Mars Hill was a good football team, but it was a great environment for us to learn in and hopefully capitalize on going into next week.
Well, it was against a nationally ranked team. Mars Hill was ranked number 24 in the country. We had a record crowd of 5,500 on hand, best in school history. So it was a real good atmosphere to open up in. But your team did some good things. What did you see that you really liked on Saturday night?
The thing that, as we talked about as a staff that we liked, we played all the way up until the final whistle blew. We got down and there was times we could have folded, and our guys kept playing, trying to make some things happen. Unfortunately, we had some opportunities to make some things happen. We didn't do it. But it was just, for the first game, to have that type of crowd, be able to play a tough opponent like Mars Hill, sort of see where we're at as a program. And I felt like you didn't win, obviously, but you felt like, hey, you were in that football game. So if they're 24 in the country, we're not far away from being a solid program.
Absolutely. Could get a couple of scores there in the first half. It might have been a different game.
Yeah, definitely. We'd have handled some things a little differently. You never know.
Well, Coach, did you see any players that kind of came out as players on Saturday night against Mars Hill?
I think offensively, Montez Hatton, running back, number 3, had a really good game. I mean, really played hard. I don't know all of his stats off the top, but played hard. Defensively, I think Joe Novotowski had a great game, D lineman. He played tons of snaps. I was in there and just really competed, played well. Those two really stood out to me.
Well, Coach, you've got Wingate this Saturday. Another really good South Atlantic Conference team. It kind of shows you're not afraid to take on the best in the country out up front.
No, I think you got to see where you're at as a team. I think anybody can open up maybe with somebody they should win with, but we wanted to see. We try to compare ourselves to SAC level teams, and these two are right there in the middle of the pack. They've been in the top 25. I know Wingate last year was in the top 25 for 8 weeks of the season last year. So, and they've got all 10 starters back on defense and a bunch on offense, so it's going to be another great challenge. So, but it raises our level.
Absolutely. But anything that you've concentrated on or special emphasis this week, trying to get prepared for that game?
We focused on really what we needed to improve from last week. I think defensively did a lot of good things, but didn't tackle well. That was obvious if you hear watch the game. So we really put an emphasis on tackling. And then offensively, we were down in the red zone 4 times and didn't get anything point-wise out of it. So really tried to put an emphasis on finishing drives and making the plays when they're there.
Well, I hope we get a good crowd over in Wingate this coming weekend. But if you can't make it to that game, next home game for the Crusaders is Saturday, September 12th, right here at Yount Stadium at 7 o'clock against Wesley College of Delaware. Coach, it sure would be great to duplicate that crowd a Saturday night.
That'd be awesome if we could get the students back out and get the fan support, community support. Our kids really appreciate it, and they're doing something special here, and we want you guys to be a part of it.
Yeah. Well, Coach Chadwell, you've established the theme of Strike the Stone for this year. Tell us about how that came about and what it means to your football team.
Well, we were, as a staff, we were getting together and talking about something that we wanted our program to sort of be built on. And this summer we were driving by the rock quarry up the road here and just talked about when you're trying to break a stone, you keep doing it every day. It might break on the 100th try, it may break 150th, but one day it's going to break, but it's all that constant pressure. And so we adopted that mantra as strike the stone, and it's just something every day we're going to keep striking the stone until something great happens.
Absolutely.
And so we've tried to put some things around here, some sayings up, got some rocks here at the home game and things to really put an emphasis on that in our football program.
Well, fans, if you're watching the game and you see the players gathered around the rock here at NGU, you'll know what Strike the Stone is. If you can't make it over to the Wingate game, be sure to catch the game on 95.5 FM, The Vibe, here at North Greenville University. And when you come out to the Wesley game next week, be sure you pick up one of these new NGU football T-shirts with the new logo of the NGU athletic program on it. So for Coach Jamey Chadwell, I'm Fred Battenfield. This is the Crusader Sports Network.